So this week I have finals, and you know what's the only thing worse than finals? Airplanes. See, I was always one of those kids who went along with all the other kids saying, yeah, if I could, I would love to fly. The truth is, I wouldn't. I don't. If I could fly, I would choose not to. If I had wings, I would probably just sit on a branch all day and watching all the other birds go past. Just like... See, I'm pretty sure I'd be the most awkward bird ever. Anybody else as a bird would just be like flying along. Meanwhile, I would just be like, so yeah, and that's kind of how it is on an airplane. See, I kind of get on an airplane and I'm just like, and every single time I'm on an airplane and there's even just a little bit of turbulence, I actually just accept the fact that I'm going to die. Like, that's happened to me once before when I was lost in a gym, but literally every time I get on an airplane, I accept the fact that we are going to fall out of the sky and I'm going to just die. You know? Yeah, if I have to go on an airplane tomorrow. This video had a different point. I completely forgot what it was. Oh my god. Oh yeah, but I figured out a way to deal with my fear. It's kind of like the thing where they say that if you have a headache, you like press on here to like distract your pain up here with the pain down here. So I've decided to identify one of my other worst fears and then use that, focus on so that airplanes don't seem so bad. But I started to think about it, and that's actually a much harder question than, you know, one would assume. Because I'm not scared of ghosts or anything paranormal. In fact, I'm a complete nerd about it. I watch every ghost and paranormal show on TV, anything on Bio, Finding Bigfoot, every alien show. I have a huge Ghost Adventures poster on my wall. Can you handle the lockdown? So if I saw a ghost, it would probably go less like, ah! Or like, smile. So that's out. And then there's like, you know, the obvious one where it's not the dead that we have to worry about, but the living. So I should be scared of like rapists and murderers and things like that. Thing is, I watch all of those shows too. In fact, I'm a complete nerd about that. I like have a crush on Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, have you seen that guy? If you don't think he's cute, you're lying. Nile ain't just a river in Africa. My friend actually converted me into the interesting psychology behind serial killers. And I've just been fascinated with them ever since. So that's out. Then you know there's like aliens and Bigfoot and stuff, and that all falls under the smile category. And you know, bugs have never bothered me really. I got over my fear of cockroaches when my friend took me down into these sewer tunnels. So I was really thinking, I finally realized what my two worst fears in the world are over about the last 2 weeks. My first fear has haunted me since I was a tiny little child. I don't know how many of you watched the show Fraggle Rock as a child, but the big, horrible, like, fat, creepy thing with the dangly hair and the pitchfork, it's always trying to eat them. That is the most horrifying thing I have ever imagined, or could ever imagine. I've had the most horrific nightmares about that thing. It's just so scary. So that is definitely my #1 worst fear. My second worst fear is goats. They just look like evil, demented, cockeyed spawn of Satan. Just like screaming at me in their human-like voices. I actually really came to terms with this the other day when my friend Amanda was showing us this funny video of this goat like yelling at this guy, and I actually ran out of the room screaming because it was horrifying. So those are my 2 worst fears. So I've decided that when I get on the plane tomorrow and I'm sitting in that seat accepting my own fate, instead of being afraid of the plane falling out of the sky, I'm just gonna think, well, at least these are normal humans instead of an army of goats led by the creepy, fat, evil thing from Fraggle Rock. So, you know, there's one method. Literally, when I watched the 3rd Harry Potter, I sat there thinking, what would my Bogart turn into? And now I know. So, tell me your fears and how you deal with it. Because, I mean, I haven't even tried this one out yet, so I don't even know this is going to help me or just make things worse.